All right. Let's talk about this Campo Santo Valve in the Valley of Gods business, which I think that was like kind of percolating last time we recorded one of these.
we mentioned it. I think
you just sort of dropped a comment at one point, but at that point it was basically like people on Reddit noticing a bunch of Twitter bios changing all at once.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Numerous Campo Santo people took the name of that game out of their Twitter bio right around the same time.
Yeah, that Half-Life Alyx got announced.
Yes.
It was like in the couple of days before that.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, wait.
Which, a bunch of people noticed and started like marking up screenshots and passing around, saying, hey, this is what it used to say.
Always the sign of a good internet conspiracy,
right.
Marking up these screenshots.
Yes. Why do they always use red text?
Because they're trying to scare you.
I guess. It just makes it a little bit extra alarming. Anyway, Jake Rodkin of Campo Santo / Valve. Is that even a distinction worth making at this point?
Probably not.
I don't know.
I can't imagine that they're internal at Valve going like, well, we're Campo Santo. Like, no, it's like...
Especially now.
Yeah.
Because the game is on hold, officially.
Yeah.
Oh. How much was released of that? Like trailers?
There was an initial release, announcement trailer.
Right.
That was a year ago, right?
About a year?
I think it's been longer than that.
That was Game Awards, wasn't it?
I'd swear. I think it was like 2 years
maybe
ago.
it was. But it was a Game Awards game.
I think that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
I would have to do some digging, but it feels like a pretty long time since that first trailer came out.
Yeah.
Because they had originally been saying by the end of 2019 for ship, which he addresses in that statement he put out. In the end, Valve time makes fools of us all.
So true.
He says. But yes, developers from the former Campo Santo team have joined other projects at Valve. He mentions, several.
So that's not even necessarily like, hey, all of the people that got acquired, that came in with the Campo Santo acquisition are now working on Half-Life.
No.
Saying this makes it sound like this team split up and they're just like, I want to make a Dota or whatever.
Yeah, this is not, hey, we're taking time off from our game to help ship Half-Life Alyx.
This is like we have cast ourselves to the winds and now someone's bunker making Left 4 Dead VR.
Yeah. As we integrated ourselves into Valve, it became clear there was a lot of valuable work to be done on Half-Life Alyx. Some of us started lending a hand and have since become full-time on the project as it approaches launch. Similarly, some ex-Campos are working on Dota Underlords. Some are on Steam, and so on.
Nuts.
In the Valley of Gods, development is on hold, but it certainly feels like a project people can and may return to.
Okay.
Feels like a project people can return.
And when that happens, we'll find an exciting way to let fans know.
Well, look, Half-Life Alyx is out in March?
Yeah.
So the people that went to do that have to do something once that's done. So, presuming that's a single-player game, it's not going to require a full team to support it after the fact or whatever. So maybe there's a window there.
Sure.
But let's take some odds here. You think that thing ever comes out?
I'm not optimistic.
I'm just going to sit here and shake my head and say
not
until it comes out.
That game's never coming out.
I'm not optimistic.
That game is somewhere around Half-Life 3.
One of the writers who did not go to Valve was pretty blunt on Twitter right after this announcement or this statement came out about expecting that he at least will never work on this game again.
Well, yeah, I would think, yeah.
Whether that's just, him not feeling like he would be asked to rejoin it, or whether that's him implicitly saying there's no way this thing is coming out.
Well, I would assume. I guess I would assume that once that thing gets spun, let's assume it gets spun back up. Like, are they going to bring external contributors in to work on it, or are they going to go, well, we're Valve?
Sure.
I would assume the latter. I guess I don't know, but
yeah. So
not the Valve. Not that Valve has never worked with anyone's before, but
kind of frustrating for people who liked Firewatch.
Honestly, I eventually played through Firewatch, which they fixed Xbox One controller support in the PC version, and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I remember watching that In the Valley of the Gods trailer, but I could not tell you a damn thing that was in it. I can't tell you anything about that game at all other than the name.
It's set in Egypt.
Okay.
Yeah. Seemed like there was kind of an Egyptologist sort of exploring, who's the guy? T.E. Lawrence.
Oh, okay.
All that stuff, kind of exploring ancient pyramids, kind of archaeological stuff.
Indiana Jones.
It didn't seem like quite that swashbuckling. Right. It seemed a little more grounded than that.
I was kidding.
Yeah. I like Firewatch a lot, and I would like to see them take another stab at it with everything they learned from that game. But maybe don't hold your breath.
Yeah, I don't. We'll see, I guess. But